So hello everyone, I'm Cameron, the marketing coordinator for Merlin's Magic Wand Foundation, and today we're here to celebrate World Autism Awareness Day by hosting the fantastic Kelly Hornick, who's head of marketing communications at LEGOLAND Florida Resort. We thought that this would be a great opportunity to highlight the recent achievement of all three LEGOLAND parks in the United States becoming certified autism centers. So welcome, Kelly. Thank you for taking the time to talk to me today.
Thank you, Cameron. I'm so excited to chat about this great initiative.
Absolutely. All right, so let me start off by asking, so tell me about what becoming a certified autism center means for children and families with family members who have autism.
Sure. So, becoming part of the Certified Autism Center program means that we are a facility or a place that is truly welcoming to families that may have a member of the family, be it a child or an adult who may be on the spectrum or have other cognitive disorders or disabilities. What's great about this program is that it actually going through it trains our staff to be able to be confident, to be able to help communicate with those families in need or to be able to help respond to some of the issues that might come up in their days. It also helps us on the communication side have the families feel more prepared for their days. So you'll see on all of our websites from Legoland, Florida, now California and New York, all of the parks, the water parks, and the hotels have designated sensory guides that really take some of the guessing game out of planning a vacation for those families that might have sensory needs.
Perfect. So I just wanted to go back. You had mentioned it about your employees at Legoland. So how is Legoland going to ensure that all of the employees are trained and properly equipped to be able to provide that positive experience for these families?
Yes, so the IBCCES program is kind of inherent intertwined with all of our onboarding at this stage. So when we first started the program, all of our leadership and all of our staff cooperatively went through some of these trainings together. And now, as new team members or MCs are being brought on, we have them go through their orientation period where they learn all about what makes Merlin special, what makes Legoland special. And this is a piece of that onboarding initiative that gets them really excited to work with us. And we have to maintain an 80% of our staff level at all times to ensure that we have a good portion of our staff fully trained. That training looks a little bit different based on what your position is. As you can imagine, our security guards and our lifeguards have some of the highest levels of training, and then some of our back of house employees have a shortened training period.
Perfect. And so since Legoland Florida has become a certified autism center, do you have any success stories or feedback from guests?
I genuinely wish I was in the park more to be able to see it come to life, but I will share my favorite personal experience was we were so proud of this initiative when we opened the world's first Peppa Pig theme park just steps away from Legoland Florida Resort. And in those interviews, I was the person who was speaking about this program and sharing about how special this program was to us. And as I was talking to one of these reporters, it was, of course, a bring your kid to work media day because you can't come to Peppa Pig without your favorite preschoolers. As I was talking to this reporter who happened to be a mom, I didn't realize that her child was actually, for the most part, nonverbal. During the interview,
Okay.
as I started to share some of the work that we've done and the reasons of why and how excited our staff was to be able to be confident in working with families of all needs, the little girl came across and gave me a huge hug on camera while her mom was speaking with me. And her mom started to explain to me that this was the first theme park that she had visited ever. And the first time she had ever been able to come with her mom to work because she felt comfortable with that certification program in place.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That's a wonderful story. So can you tell us about any collaborations with autism advocacy organizations or experts in the field during the certification process, and what was that like?
Yes. So IVCCS is a great organization. And the first step when you undertake this program is their team comes out to your site and you work together to do park site tours. And through those tours, their experts go to every area of the park. So we talk about all of the different designated lands, the different attractions, things that you would definitely think about, like rides and show areas, but then also things that you might not think about, like designated restaurants, bathroom areas, quiet spaces. And then what they do is they rank all of those different areas across the five senses and how somebody would experience that area or attraction on each of those five senses. Because somebody who is on the spectrum might have very different needs than another person on the spectrum. So, somebody in one case
Right.
may be triggered by audio concerns, but then be totally fine with flashing lights. But then you might have another family with a child who doesn't like flashing lights or anything to touch him or her. So it's really helpful to have those sensory guides in advance to know what to expect before you enter a show venue or get onto a ride for the first time.
Yeah, that's amazing. Those sensory guides are definitely they're fantastic. I've seen them and they're great. And so encompassing all of this put together, moving forward, so what is Legoland going to do to continue to support and advocate for individuals with autism?
We're going to continue to find opportunities to evolve and grow and expand the program. So every time we open a new attraction, we automatically try to get the certification work it done while we're even in the construction phase before the attraction opens. We just opened Pirate River Quest this
Mhm.
January in Florida, and we've already had the ride sensory ranked. So now we have that ride as part of our sensory guides. So it's a continual process to, of course, make sure that all staff stays up to date. Every 2 years, they go through the training program again. All new staff is constantly going through the program. All new rides and attractions are constantly being ranked on all of those sensories. And something that we're trying to do now in Florida, now that we've gotten this great foundation of information, is look at some of our events because through our events, we have specialty theming in areas, which could change the experience. We have specialty shows that are only offered those times of year. So we're
Right.
looking at providing those sensory guides as well moving forward, as well as enhancing some of our quiet spaces and our quiet rooms.
That's amazing. And so to finish this up, what advice would you give other organizations that are looking to expand and become more inclusive and accommodating to kids with autism?
I think one of the biggest fears that companies have when they look at different types of diversity and inclusion programs and opportunities is that question is it enough? And the answer is no, it's never going to be enough. But
Right.
it's going to make a difference for those families. So even small steps, even things like getting your certification or designating an area of your park or attraction that you already have that just happens to be a quiet area, but taking the actual step to designate it as one helps those families. So every little step counts, every little difference helps those specific families. So even if you can't necessarily afford a huge training program or all of these kind of bigger initiatives, I would still do what you can because it will make a difference.
Awesome. Well, that is amazing. Thank you for that.
Yeah,
I just want to thank
absolutely.
you so much again for joining me today and
Mhm.
answering a couple of my questions.
That was
And
great.
I hope you have a great rest of your day and hope to hear from you soon.
Cool. Thanks, Cameron. I appreciate it. Let me know if you need anything else.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Okay, take care.
Bye.
Bye.